Yes, Canada.
Thinking about visiting Niagara Falls? Let's explore the best travel options, must-do activities, and even how to cross into the USA on foot. In this video, I'll be going to Niagara Falls for the first time using the train. Is the train a better option to driving? Let's see. Let's explore the pros and the cons of both modes of transportation and see which is the better of the two for traveling from the GTA to Niagara Falls. Alright, so on the Metrolinx Go homepage, you want to go to trip planning, plan your trip, and then you scroll down to the weekend passes with Go. So weekend passes with Go, online weekend passes including Saturdays, Sunday, and holidays are now available. That means you can ride on any Go train or bus to and from wherever you're going for just $10 each weekday and statutory holiday. The weekend passes are only available online on the Go e-ticket platform. Let's start by looking at the pros of taking the GO train in winter. The first one I think is that there's no need to drive in the snow. This for me is a big one because, as you know, especially if the roads are not plowed, then this can result in hazardous conditions and of course lengthy delays as it relates to traffic. So the second pro is that it's affordable, especially if you use the weekend pass option. Then a $10 ticket can basically give you a round trip from anywhere in the GTA to Niagara Falls. The third pro is that you can relax and enjoy the scenic ride. Because once you're driving, you have to remain focused on the road, which leaves you little time to observe and take in the scenery. The fourth pro of taking the GO train is that there are no parking hassles and no parking fees. The last time I drove to Niagara Falls, I had an issue finding parking, and when I eventually found a parking, it was a $35 fee. Now let's look at some of the cons of taking the GO train. So it has a fixed schedule, which means that it's not as flexible as other modes of transportation. For example, I took the 9:30 train, and if I had missed that train, then the next train that would have been coming would have been I think it was after 12. So the second con of taking the GO train is that it takes longer than driving under normal circumstances. It's roughly about 2 to 2.5 hours one way, depending on where in the GTA you're coming from. The third con is that you need to have local transport, a bus or an Uber, once you disembark at the Niagara Falls GO station. Now let's look at the pros of driving. Well, the most obvious is that you have full flexibility in that you can leave whenever you want. It's faster, it's roughly about a 1.5 hour drive to the GTA, to Toronto, and of course that varies depending on where in the GTA you're going. And the third pro is that you have easier access to attractions outside of the Niagara Falls core. So now let's look at some of the cons of driving. Winter road conditions can be quite dangerous, especially if the roads haven't been plowed. Parking fees is an issue in that it's roughly about $35 per day. That in of itself is more than 3 times the cost of a round-trip ticket using the train. Traffic delays, especially on weekends, that's also cause for concern.
All your personal belongings with you. My name is Matthew. I've been your customer service ambassador on the way to Niagara Falls GO. On behalf of myself, the operating crew of GO Trains, I'd like to thank you for riding with us. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend as well. Niagara Falls is your final stop.
All right, Niagara Falls, we're here. Finally, what time is it? 11:23. So that's roughly 2 hours. So after coming off the GO train at the Niagara Falls GO station, then you'll have to jump on one of these WeGo hop on, hop off buses that will take you to Table Rock right down to the falls. It's snowing. You also have like buses that you can take that will take you, I guess, down to the falls. But the WeGo, as it stands right now, I was just informed that it's a free shuttle that takes you from the Niagara Falls GO all the way down to the falls. I'm at the Niagara Falls GO station waiting for the next WeGo shuttle. It's a free shuttle that takes you from the Niagara Falls GO station down to Table Rock and down to the falls. So we were just told that it's like less than 5 minutes away. I was just about to call an Uber, but because it's less than 5 minutes away, I'm gonna hang around seeing that that's a free service that takes you to the falls. Just to give you an idea of how the bus is, it's pretty crowded and we still have persons coming in. I guess because it's the free alternative, then you find that you have a lot of persons utilizing this service.
This is Table Rock Center.
Green Line North. South. Alright, so now I've arrived at Niagara Falls and the WeGo bus dropped me off at the Table Rock Center. Now a little point to note that even though it's a free shuttle from the Niagara Falls GO station to Table Rock and all stops in between, you will need a WeGo pass to go back to Niagara Falls GO. So you can purchase that at Table Rock, and heading back it will be the Green Line North. So it's a free shuttle from Niagara Falls GO to wherever you want to go in the Niagara Falls area, but going back you need to get a pass, and you can purchase that at Table Rock Welcome Center. I can just imagine how cold that water is right now. If you look in the water, you can see a lot of ice formations in the water, but because the water is flowing so heavily and at such a fast pace, it would take an extraordinary cold temperature to freeze this. But you can definitely see the ice build up in the river, so you can know that it's very, very, very cold. Yeah, look at those chunks of ice. Yeah, it has to be really, really cold for these chunks of ice to be forming in this flowing water. So of course, visiting the falls is the major attraction that most persons would come to Niagara Falls to see. But there's so much other things that you can do. You can go to the Niagara Falls power station and view the Tesla coil demonstration. You can do journey behind the falls. You can go to Table Rock Center, have food to eat. I don't think Made of the Mist and Hornblower, they are operational. obviously because of the temperature, and of course I guess that has to do with safety concerns as well. The zip line isn't operational from what I can see, and that makes sense as well. But yeah, still a lot to do in Niagara Falls other than just viewing the falls. Alright, so the horn blower and the maid of the mist definitely could not operate under these conditions. As you can see right there, you have, I don't know what that is. It looks like ice, but whatever it is, that's the channel that the horn blower and the maid of the mist usually traverse when they're showing persons the falls. So see the falls right there, and basically all of this area going up back to the bridge over there is blocked. One thing though, when right now my toe numb, foot bottom numb. When you come in here on days like this, you have to really dress warm. Right now I'm wearing thermals top and bottom, and I have on a vest plus a winter jacket. So the upper body good, the lower body good, but the two weak point is the fingertips and the toes. Although I can't find a gloves where really can stand up to the temperature. And right now I have on thermal socks and one of those duck shoes, and right now to a numb said we. And I'm alone cool and take it in. Yeah? I'm alone cool. See that?
Are you guys looking for a phone number?
You can see the bird right there, it's a shivering. Yeah. You see that bird just now shivering? And him built for this. What more some me? You know? As I say again, you have to really have on good stuff, or else you can really feel the elements. Because the wind is very chilly, and that's why I had to have on this kind of half balaclava to kind of cover the face. Because when the breeze touch all the ears them, man. So as I was saying earlier, yeah, every country have its own beauty. We know that Jamaica are the most beautiful country in the world, but it have its own beauty. Canada has its own beauty. One thing with Jamaica is that because you don't have much differences between the seasons, you find that it looks basically the same year round. So it's really lush and green year round, contrasting with the blues of the skies and the blues of the water. But like countries like Canada, where you actually see a distinction between the 4 seasons, you'll visit one area different times of the year, and it's almost like you didn't visit it before because it looks totally different. This is my first time coming to Niagara Falls in conditions like this, and yeah, it looks totally different. It has a different kind of beauty than how it looks in the fall, than how it looks in the summer, and than how it looks in the spring. So that's the appeal of like countries like Canada with different seasons. You get to experience the same thing different times of the year, and it's almost like a new experience.
Alright, so you can have a look around and see what persons are wearing to get an idea how you have to dress for these type of conditions. Gloves, I would say, is a must, but right now I wish I had on 2 socks, because this one so-called thermal socks not doing anything for me. And I have some foot warmers, you know, but I thought I wouldn't need it. Yeah, man, was I wrong. Wow, this looks actually good. The white contrasting against the dark rocks with the falls cascading in the background. Yeah, this is really good. I think this is what, the American Falls or the Bridal Veil Falls. I'm not sure which one it is, but yeah, got good. Alright, you know what? I think I'm done because I'm not doing any of the attractions today. I wanted to do the Niagara Power Station to see the Tesla coil demonstration, but yeah, probably next time I'll do that one. So since I have some time to kill, and then I can walk across over the USA. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can walk across over the USA. Of course, to do that, you need to have either a Canadian passport or a US passport, or any passport with a US visa in it. And if you plan to come back across to Canada, then definitely you need to also have a Canadian visa if you don't have either a US or Canadian passport.
Hi, buddy.
Alright, take a look at trek across. So I'll go on. Alright, so that's the Rainbow Bridge in the distance. I'm just gonna walk across here. So Niagara. So it is pedestrian toll bridge, $1 per person required ahead. Chain for the turnstiles. And if you have big bills, you use these machines and get your change. Put in 4/4. Same kind of thing you have to pay attention to. Are you leaving with 10,000 or more? So I guess you'd have to declare and all of them things, you know? Yeah. Yeah, so right now just walking on the pedestrian part of the Rainbow Bridge, heading from Canada over to the United States of America. So I think we may have to still go through some sort of immigration kind of thing. You have to pay a $1 toll. And of course, the same rules, or most of the rules that apply to international travel, I figure will apply. So, see in the background there, you have Niagara Falls. We're just over the Niagara River. Yeah. Then freeze up. No on blow and no made of the miss until summer again or spring again. Yeah, right now, 1 foot in Canada, 1 foot in US. So an international boundary line. US on the left, Canada on the right. Catch me now. US, Canada. US, Canada. US, Canada. Over that side is where the cars would go, and this pedestrians. Alright, so the process was fairly easy. I had to go through customs. There was literally no one there. So just quick check off your documents and take your picture, and that's it. And release you and say you're free to go. Yeah, so relatively easy. No stress, no fuss. Yeah, man. So right now we're in New York, upstate New York. Entry into Canada. No bicycles on the walkway. This is pedestrians to Canada. Yeah, so I think that is it for me today now. Just heading back over now to Canada, and gonna see if I can jump on an Uber, because the train should be arriving in like the next 30 minutes or so. So I'm not sure how long it will take with the WeGo bus. So in the interest of time and catching that one, because if I miss that 4 p.m. train, then the next one I think is about 9 o'clock there about. And given the temperature is a -12, I don't think I want to be out in the cold for much longer. So I'm gonna just grab a Uber to the Niagara Falls GO station, and hopefully I can catch the 4 p.m. train. So that is it for this one. So until next time, take care of yourself, walk good, and see you again soon.